Hey guys, it's Jory from 477 Distilling. In this video, I will be talking about constructing cocktails. So we're gonna look at all the elements to kind of go into building your own cocktail or changing up a cocktail that you already enjoy. The first thing we're gonna talk about is base spirits. So typically base spirits are gonna be anywhere from about 1.5 ounces to 2.5 ounces. This is gonna be the main flavor going into the cocktail. So depending on what you're into or what you like, if you're building, like let's say an old fashioned, we'll kind of run through that today. So we're gonna do a chai old fashioned. So if we're building that, our base spirit is actually gonna be the whiskey. Then we'll move on to secondary spirits. So secondary spirits, same thing. They're gonna be anywhere from about 1 ounce to 2 ounces, kind of somewhere in there. So our base spirit was the bourbon, that's gonna be 1.5 ounces, and we're actually gonna do equal parts for a chai old fashioned. So we're gonna do another 1.5 ounces of the chai spirit. The thing about secondary spirits is it can add any kind of like sweeteners or flavor modifiers or things like that. So this will help change that flavor and make it really spiced and chai forward, as well as add some sweetness. So we don't have to put as much sugar in this old fashioned. Now we're gonna talk about sweeteners. So what sweeteners can do is help you balance out a cocktail a little bit more. So depending on how sweet you like things, normally it's anywhere from about 1/2 ounce to 1.5 ounces. In this cocktail, we'll probably only do about 1.5 ounces since the chai is already pretty sweet. This can help in any case where something's either too strong, too bitter, too tart, anything like that. Sweeteners help kind of balance that flavor. And that's what building the cocktail is all about, is finding that right balance for you and yourself. Now we're gonna talk about flavor modifiers. So the flavor modifier in an old fashioned is going to be your bitters. Flavor modifiers can be anything from juices to anything you're muddling, fresh herbs or bitters. They kind of fall under that category. So anything that's going to enhance or really change that base flavor while still having that essence of the base flavor. If you just did an old fashioned and you just did your whiskey and then your sugar, it would be kind of flat. It just wouldn't be fully complete. It wouldn't have that cohesiveness that you're looking for in a cocktail. The bitters is kind of like the glue of an old fashioned. So it holds all those flavors together. It adds a nice lingering kind of flavor to it, and it helps make it a little less sweet, a little more bitter, kind of gives you that balance you were looking for. Flavor modifiers can be anywhere from a couple dashes, so if you're using bitters, to a couple ounces. So if you're using like a lemon juice or a lime juice or any sort of citrus, usually you're gonna go a little heavier on those. And another little bonus thing to think about is gonna be texture. So there's a lot of different ways you can modify the texture or kind of the weight or the depth of a drink in that sense. So you can add your soda waters, which can help you brighten up a cocktail, kind of add some fizziness to it. You could add your creams and kind of your milks and alternative milks to give more of a heaviness to a cocktail or make it a little more desserty. Or you could use egg whites, which can give you a nice light velvety texture. And make the finish on that just really smooth and really nice. And remember guys, quality is important. In the upcoming videos, we're actually going to be talking about how to make some good at-home quality syrups, as well as freshly squeeze your own juice. That's really important when you're making a good at-home cocktail and just a well-balanced cocktail. If you buy kind of those cheap ingredients from the store, it can definitely change the flavor and it can add a lot of unwanted things into a drink for the balance. We try to make the highest quality of spirits we can here to go especially good in cocktails. So it's always important to get good spirits, use good syrups and fresh juices. Thank you guys, and we will see you in the next one.